Right. Very good evening, friends. This is just a session where I'm going to share my ideas and views about what is that we need to do, how to predict our future, and what are the things we need to take up as our cup of coffee or tea, whatever we want to call it as. Now, when I look at this particular factor, we had a lot of questions coming in where people were asking what sort of things might happen post COVID, how are the recruitments going to be, and being an HR and an analyst, it was a hard time for me to actually understand and analyze what exactly is the market going to be. Now, this is a high time where we need to actually look at certain points and understand what is the future and what is that we need to do in terms of how to overcome that, and then actually come up with a solution for that particular aspect. Now, when I say with that particular aspect, what is the future going to be? Many of the engineers who are just passing out of the colleges, who are actually working, many of the existing employees are already facing a lot of issue or concern with this particular challenge. And when we look at this particular challenge during COVID, yes, there is a lot of threat for the future, I should say, because maybe the freshers at this point of time will be able to get good enough job opportunities, but when it comes to the mid-level employees or above mid-level employees, there are always some challenges that we need to really look into. And primarily and secondarily, what are the things that we need to change at least by now, so that we can ensure that our future is really going to be safeguarded, our our session, I mean, our future is going to be really secured. Because I've been doing a lot of sessions on various technologies, on various topics every time. Now, how good are we in predicting our future? We do a lot of predictions. We do predictions about our family, or we go to someone asking for a prediction. And even when we are going for a movie, we do a lot of predictions, like in case if we don't get a movie ticket, what to do. In case if we don't get a food at good restaurant, what other restaurant is available. So when we are able to do a lot of predictions like this, why is that we are not able to do what exactly we need to do for our future? Now, this has always been a challenge. The reason why I'm trying to do a repeated topic on this particular thing is I've been a part of a lot of Zoom sessions. I've been a part of a lot of classes as a learner. Everywhere it is happening. But the one point that is missing is everybody are teaching what exactly the technology subject is. But it is the one point that is missing is how exactly to plan the future. It is a hard time for many people. One, not one, two, three. 90% of the people are facing hard time. Who are those 10% who are really good with their financial background, who are really able to cope up themselves for the next 5 to 10 months or even 1 year without any challenges in terms of finances or job? Of course, they are very good. I mean, they are very settled. Now, what about the rest of the people? What is that we are going to do? The interns who are working under me, who are learning from me, now, all these interns have got a big challenge here. What these interns are saying, sir, we are learning things, but what is that we need to do in different where we have an opportunity? Now, guys, it's time to create opportunities. When I say it's time to create opportunities, I'm not asking like stop searching for your jobs, whether it's a fresher or an experienced. It's you still have 2 to 3 months of time to become an entrepreneur. That's a point number one. And number two, identify yourself and analyze where exactly you stand in the market as per the requirements, and what exactly is that you are supposed to do to stabilize in this market. When we look at the market demand today, if you still say that I'm going to work with C, C++, Java, Microsoft Excel, maybe 20 to 80, 30% of the companies might hire us for any of the aspect. But what about the rest of the companies? Where is that we are going to end up? Now, what are the things that we are going to predict in a right way, and what things we are predicting in a wrong way? Now, the first thing here is I have seen a lot of people. I have seen a lot of people talking to me, calling me, and saying, "Karthik, I have found that artificial intelligence is one of the booming technologies. So we would like to go with artificial intelligence. We wanted to learn artificial intelligence." That's fantastic. Now, what is that you are going to do with artificial intelligence? What is that one internal component which you want to learn in artificial intelligence? When it comes to cybersecurity, when it comes to machine learning, when it comes to analytics. Currently, since I'm doing analytics FDP, I know how seriousness it is. Tomorrow, I'm doing a session on marketing analytics. I'm doing a session on for the next 1 week on marketing and financial analytics also. Now, when I say all these titles, why I'm saying all these things is this is what I have seen as my future. If I don't improve my knowledge in terms of analytics, where is it I'm going to be? If someone doesn't really work on what exactly his strengths, that's why in an interview, the HR will ask, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Using your strengths and weaknesses, using the technical skills, whatever you have, and try to understand and analyze what exactly our future is going to be. How many of us really think that with C, C++, Java, we are going to get the jobs for the next 1 year? Very, very less people. I'm sure of it, because very, very less people are saying like, yes, sir, we are confident that we can get a job with C, C++. Or if you just have an MBA certificate in your hand, what is going to be our future? Is just an MBA being an HR title will help you to get a job? If you're just a marketing or a financial person or with having knowledge on payroll, is that really going to help us to get some job? Yeah, you will get some job, but not, you cannot make a career out of it, right? So uh, it's all very, very, very important to understand what exactly is this. What is the level of my cup where I have filled the water? How much still I can carry? How much still I can fill it? You still have, my dear friends, youngsters, the college people, there is still almost 1.5 to 2 months time. You might get examinations undoubtedly, but even post exams, the entire process might take around 2 to 3 months. If you are able to completely dedicate yourself for 15 days, okay, you prepare a master plan and decide, okay, if at all, if I'm an HR fellow or a marketing fellow or a finance department fellow, what is that I need to work on? What is the technologies I need to learn? If I do this, what is my future? Start predicting, start doing an analysis. If I do this, if I learn this, what is the market today? If I become a market research expert, then I can be a consultant to 100 companies. If I'm a financial expert, consultant, I mean financial analyst as a consultant, I can be an advisor to many financial companies or banks. If I'm an HR consultant with analytics knowledge, I can help the startup and middle level companies to grow better by reducing their cost. In terms of these, engineering, what is that we are trying to do? We need to come up with innovations. We need to come up with some sort of creativity where we show the same old work in a different pattern. It even starts with the way you introduce yourself. Trust me, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I've been trying to establish my own organization. I've been working since 2 months, but even till today, I could not get one right person about whom I can build some confidence and say, like, yes, I have someone with me in my team. Now I still need to look out for people who can give me an assurance, Karthik, this is what we are going to be. I know what I'm trying to do, and I'm ready to share the same with the people who wants to do that. But what is that we are going to do? And many people, you know, certificate only, IMP important. Many asking me certificate. See, this is very important. Giridhar Garu, as you said, I mean, I'll address that point definitely. Just give me 1 minute. I'll definitely address it. Now, what are we trying to do? How is that we are going to build up our future? Are we really trying to make our future in a way that people are really interested to get back? I mean, people are really interested to know what we do. Are we really in a way that people are really interested to say, Karthik, I learned this. This is what I wanted to be. I'm still trying to come up or listen to such people where they say, this is what I wanted to be, and this is how we can drive it forward. Expecting immediate results from a tree is a very, very wrong concept. Passing out of the college, expecting a job to be immediately in the market, I don't think it's really possible at this point of time. Many of the placement officers know what is the toughest time they are going to face, because challenges are with the placements. Recruitments have stopped. Recruitments are not going to happen for the next 1 or 2 months minimum, because the company needs to completely open. They need to analyze how many are in and how many are out. Now, what is the existing project? How many are to be taken? Now, predicting, I mean, now it's a big time question. What is that we are going to do? Now, just now, Giri sir was saying certificates. Many are asking that, many are saying like certificates are important. There is a huge difference between certificate and certification. If a fellow says, during my entire, COVID time, I have attended more than 1,000 seminars and I've got 1,000 plus certificates. Is that going to give us any Guinness Book of World Record? Maybe it might give some Limca record or thumbs up record, whatever the record it can be. But it's not about the amount of certificates you carry, it's the amount of knowledge what we have. The unfortunate thing is today we have a lot of students, a lot of people around us who are really genius, who are really fantastic, who are really marvelous. The only problem is they are not spending time or they are not getting support to take out their innovation. When we look at small schools or CBSE schools, we find people coming up with a lot of innovative ideas and saying like, yes, this is what going to be. They have come up with some bots. They have come up with some small IoT equipment. Today I have 120 questions with me for which we need a solution in terms of artificial intelligence, in terms of in terms of IoT, I mean IoT, in terms of cyber security. I keep getting a lot of challenges. I keep getting a lot of problems, like I want to do this, I want to do this. Now where is the team? When we hire a team, the team needs to initially give us a trust or build some confidence that yes, this is what it is going to be, and I should believe that okay, if I work with this particular team, no, things are going to be fine. I met a lot of people. I made a lot of analysis on this. I asked people whether we can work together. The initial thing that is coming up in place is the money. The first question is, how much is that you are going to pay me? I accept that payment is very, very important. But at the same time, it is also important what is the assurance that one is ready to give in order to give me a result. I'm not a fellow who is asking like a boss. I'm not a fellow who is saying like you should definitely do this. We are going to bring in some change. Market is not the same like what it was in the past. Earlier there used to be for one job 100 people. Now trust me, for one job today there are more than 10,000 people. And no wonder if I say that I'm also standing in the same line to get the role of a senior HR manager or an AVP manager. I mean AVP of HR. The reason why I'm saying all this thing is when I look at the future, what is that it is going to be? What is that I need to be? There is only one way how we can recreate our future. There is only one way how we can actually look into that and say that okay, I'm here to recreate my future. The plans what we might have made till now are gone. Many people got selected with companies, they did not get offer letters because of the COVID. Many people got, I mean many people just joined the companies and they walked out of the companies. And many people who are working in a senior category of the in a company, even they are asked to go home without any paid payment. I like there are no salaries for the next 3 months. And there are still some people who are working with the company since the last 3 months without any salary, like me. What is that we are going to do? What is that we are going to earn? Now, what is the future that we need to make up? Why is that I'm doing so many sessions in a day, which not only me, many people are doing, but every session should have a purpose. Why is that I'm on to Zoom? Why is that I'm on to Cisco? If at all, if I'm not passionate about doing this, if Cisco was not working, if there was a technical glitch, I would have commented everyone or sent an email, rolled out an email saying because of some problem the session has been cancelled. Only once I have done because of some very bad technical problem. I never canceled the sessions. But now when I look at this, what is the biggest challenge that I'm going to get? Why should I be on this today? Because of Girdhar garu, now because of Madhav sir, because of Vinodini madam, Nirja madam, Kishore garu. All these people have made me to meet a lot of colleges. All these people have made me to interact with many experts, TPOs. Vijay Kumar sir is there. Many people I'm able to meet. I have got students, I've got, I've got such a huge network with me today. And it was never easy for me to make such a huge network. Today I'm in contact with over 8,000 plus students, trust me, in the last 2 months. And I'm in contact with more than 500 to 600 faculty members. They're all in my list. I have everyone's contact number. And this was all possible just because of few people whom I named. Being a part of Hyderabad Management Association, I've been getting it. Today afternoon, Kavita Garu, she gave an opportunity. And because of which I had a different network, the kind of feedback I have got. I'm not saying that I'm great, but I'm just trying to make my own future. Who knows if this situation continues, I need to be seeing people only through Zoom or some other platform, and where Karthik will be recognized only as an online trainer. Now I started giving consultation for companies. I'm ready to start giving consultation for colleges as an expert with expert knowledge in NAC accreditation. I can help the colleges to come up with, establishing their own HR systems. A lot of options are there that I'm trying to build on my own because I made a blueprint about my future now. If nobody is giving me a job, now let me be a person who can create some jobs. How is it possible? It is very much possible, but it requires a great team. And not only that, second thing is, how is that we are going to create it? Now you have a future plan, you have a blueprint, you have everything in place. Now how is that you are going to recreate it? How is that you are going to plan about it? There's only one way: having a right team of people with you. Now there is no money with us. We are trying to make some future. We need someone who can help us to Trust me, I have come across people who asked me, who's rolled out a lot of questionnaires for designing a business plan, for designing a business proposal, and for investment, to have meetings with angel investors. Everything has been rolled out. But when I looked at the possibility of happening, when I did an analysis of it, the prime thing is, how much time is it going to take? If it is going to take more than 1 year to just establish the company and set up all these things, there is no point of working with such people. Now it's a fast track. I need someone who has good knowledge with writing a business plan. I don't mind whatever the experience they have. And we need someone who is good with angel investors. We need someone who is very, very good in terms of being in HR. We need a small team to form. And if this particular small team is being framed, it can be done. Point number one. And point number two, it's a very good thing that a couple of colleges have come forward who said, "Sir, we are going to work with you. Now, what is it you wanted to do?" I was very happy about it. And I said, "Give me a space in your college where I'll establish my office and I'll bring in all the projects to your campus. And we'll give you the opportunity, your students, an opportunity to practically learn and work before they leave engineering or graduation, or even after the graduation, they can still be a part of this particular team." Now, many of them said, "We are ready to host it. Post lockdown, whenever there is a possibility, I'm ready to travel all the way from Telangana to Andhra Pradesh to meet these colleges, establish my dream cyber security lab in that particular campus." I have two colleges ready. It's all about the establishment of it. Why I'm trying to do this? It's not about me earning the money. My one idea or my one plan is going to give life for many people. I wanted to create a future. That's a big intention. And I've made it very clear, people who are ready to spend in establishing this are only invited to be a part of this, because there is always a strong reason behind this. Why is that I need to have everyone who are just speakers but not who don't execute it properly? So it's always very important. Okay, it's always very important to understand with whom you should work and with whom you should not. Point number one. And point number two, today if I ask everyone who are here, whoever are here, now I'm trying to build up a small team. I have created a group called Career Analysts 2020. I've invited people, I've invited faculty, students. The main motto of that particular group is to make everyone to be a speaker on a daily basis. Let them deliver the speeches, let them speak out what they want to be, and let me connect these people to the world, rest of the world, and see if they can explore any opportunities. Now, one of my friends said, "Karthik, if you speak out all the ideas, like I just now said, cybersecurity lab establishment of it in a college, let anyone get that idea." I'm sure that many people will get this idea. It may be a cyber lab, it can be AI lab, anything. Earlier days, we used to have IBM and Microsoft centers in the colleges. Of course, even today they have. But what is that they are actually working on? What is that they are actually trying to do? That's the important question. Now, I just spoke out my title. I did not speak out my business idea. How is that I'm going to drive? How is that I'm going to create opportunities? How is that I'm going to come up with a solution for this problem? How is that I'm going to give a life for at least 100 to 200 or minimum 500 students? And I'm not promising that whoever is passing out from a college will be into this. People who are really serious about it will be into this. It's always important to understand or analyze what exactly we need to be and what exactly are we supposed to do, and how exactly are we supposed to take care of all these things. I mean, it really sounds very fishy, or it really sounds very funny, that what is Karthik trying to say all about. I'm just trying to say that we would like to make a new future around. I'm definitely sure students might have planned, faculty might have planned that this is going to be this is going to be this. What is the next possibility? We are just looking at one side of the coin. What about the rest of the, what about the second side of the coin? Are we really prepared to actually be there with the second side of the coin? What if I'm a programmer also? No, I'm taking this condition. Many CSE programmers can understand. If this option works, activate this. If not, go to option 2, plan A and plan B. Now I have my plan A ready, and I'm also going to be there with the plan B. Now, when we speak like this, okay, uh, when we speak like this, what is going to happen? People will ask 100 questions. Now my simple discussion over here, because it's going to be a 40-minute session, finally what I wanted to do is, my intention is help your students, guide your students. If they want, I'm ready to help. I'm not going to charge anything for guidance, but I wanted to create a future for them. I mean, I just wanted to guide them, drive them in such a way that how can they make a better future out of this. What is that they have in hand? What sort of support they have in hand? How is that they can make it a better, bigger one? So this is something very, very important. I think at this point of time, it's the most needed one. Let us drive your students like a parent. Let us move your students forward thinking like they are your child. And also let us all approach our teachers, placement officers like they are our parents, and then seek the support, and then try to see whatever you can be for the future. You wanted to work for someone, you wanted to you know uh, really be a future giver, you want to be an entrepreneur, whatever you want it to be. So just try to make this. And I just wanted to make this brief discussion. I know how many people feel like there is something really to discuss in this particular topic, but due to the time constraint, I felt like this is something I can put it in brief. For the next 10 minutes, I thought, let us discuss, let us interact, let us come up with some ideas. Because I'm here, I'm going to support every single college, whoever are here. I'll guide your students. And then I really wanted to see who can be great future creator. Maybe we may not be able to directly do create a future, but we can guide someone to create a great future where we can be a part of it. At least people will remember on the back end saying like, okay, this guy helped me to be today what I am today, I mean. Right? So this is all from my end. Any suggestions, inputs, anything we can discuss, you can unmute yourself and you can come up with any such ideas. And I'm just trying to create a portal online where we collect all the resources and inputs and connect the mentors and ensure how a future can be created. Because it's not just a point of attending a session, it's not just the point of being a part of a session, it's not just the point of collecting a certificate for a session, or it's not just the point of sitting in the session. Are we really going to drive or take this forward to make a career? I see that this is going to be my career or my future. I just speak on and on and on. I will be a trainer for the next few years. I'm sure of it. This is going to be my future. So let us all collect some inputs. Let us put it in brief. Let us the Brahmasri says shift in the paradigm of learning. Absolutely, online teaching is in great demand, but how many are doing it rightly? How many people are really able to really say that uh, it is being taken care very correctly? Everybody will teach, everybody will speak, but is it a result oriented? Is it done in such a way that we can get a major shift or paradigm, like people feel like, okay, with this learning, I'm something today, or my future is going to be something. What sort of impact as a teacher, or what sort of a impact as a student can we make? Right? So we still have only last 9 minutes. Any inputs or any discussions from your end? I'm ready to take it.
Yeah, Karthikeyan, good evening, sir.
Sir, sir.
Sir, I need to know business communication. We talked about the business communication futures because everyone is telling free, free, free is not at all good for future.
Exactly.
How we can talk to strangers, how we can communicate with the business in a business angle.
See, for example, as you said, now I'm doing a lot of sessions, out of which 30% are only paid sessions and 70% are free sessions. Okay. Now, people should also understand that this is a time where the actual trainers are still trying to survive with the money, I mean, what they can earn even during this time, but they are not going to charge much. Now, when you have to talk to someone about this commercial part, there is no hurdle. You can talk to anyone. It all depends what sort of content you are going to put in front of them, and how much you're trying to convince them. You need not beg anyone, but only thing is, just say three things. What is the content all about? Why is that they are going to pay that money? And what would be the outcome and benefits what they are going to get if they pay that money in terms of the future management? No, I'm like very, very least, like I should say, I don't say this, but I'm like a person now. Today I roll out an advertisement for actually conducting a course. Now, for example, I have rolled out an advertisement for cyber security learning. I mentioned it at 4,000 rupees. Finally, early bird 3,000. Nobody joined initially, but then five people called me. They wanted to know why I'm charging 5,000, I mean 3,000. Then they said, what is the future prospect? When I explained all these things, within the next half an hour, out of those five, three people have paid and taken the course. Now, the biggest challenge is everybody is speaking about the same content, everybody is speaking about the same course, everybody is delivering the same. Now, what is the difference here? Now, who is going to give a great impact? Who is going to make an impact or a change where people believe, like, if I pay this, if I pay this, I'm going to get what exactly I need. This is what the future is going to be. So it all matters how you talk. Now, for example, tomorrow I'm going to talk to one of the college in Tamil Nadu. I already intimated them like I'm going to charge for the college. They said we cannot pay. Now I explained them why is it, what is that they are going to get, and I said if they are paying individually, if a participant is paying individually, if there are minimum 100 participants, I'll charge only 50 rupees. If there are 200 participants, I'll still decrease it. But the respect what we get when we pay the money and take is not the same respect what we get when we don't pay the money and take. I mean to say, I'm not asking everyone to pay, or I'm not saying like everyone should be like that, but this is my intention. I'm doing few sessions on Zoom for free, but I'm not going to give everything for free. Trust me, whatever I have earned since the last 2 months is what I'm surviving with. We are not even having salaries. I'm not such a big fellow to have huge money. So professionally, if we understand who is a trainer or a coach, professionally, if you want to take the services, respect them, respect the services. Even if you pay a penny of rupee or a penny of money, that really gives a very, 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 very big happiness and difference, because we are auditable. I mean, we are auditing something. I mean, we are responsible for something, and they are also responsible for something. They took our money and we gave the money, so we can question, we can ask, we can demand anything, sir. So it's always important in business communication. For the next 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, we don't know what is the future. Let us all professionally work together. Any other input, sir?
Sir, good evening.
Sir, Madhura sir, good evening, sir.
Sir, nice to interact with you. I think it's a need of your
Yes, sir.
title itself, predict your future and know how to create it.
Yes, sir.
So you started with your own example, how you are survived for the last 2 months. Really,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would like to share my feeling. One of my vendor who is selling a 10 rupee, 20 rupees worth of goods every day,
Sir.
immediately shifted to the vegetable vendor. That indicates a guy who is illiterate is also thinking about how to
Exactly.
survive himself.
True.
It's a need of the hour.
Exactly.
It's a pandemic, no doubt at all. Even the guy who is illiterate is shifting within a span of a day. How the person who is illiterate and intellectual, we need to change ourselves also. As a teacher of 25 years, myself also thinking what to do next. It's a need of the hour. Even a student also think, because they don't have the idea, but they have different demands in the mind. But as a teacher, as an individual, as a family, we have different obligations. Rightly
Sure.
said, I have to agree with you, but the thing is, right direction, right time, right person. That is called taking a decision about the future. I think you are
Exactly, sir.
taking investment now. Maybe in future, you are going to get big fruit like a tree.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Exactly,
you,
sir.
Karthik sir. Don't think it. I know the pain of the teacher who is taking since last morning to 10 to night, even 7 o'clock. Before 15 minutes before, I know the pain of Cisco Webex problem.
Sir, sir.
So this is a real investment, sir. Hope you are going to become a good trainer and motivator. And angel investors are going to be with you very soon. Maybe hoping to see you as a big motivator. Even ourselves also to become good people who are going to see in our life, because everybody is thinking future is uncertain in the pandemic
Yes, sir.
situation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So the overall thing is, it's a time to join the hands and work together. It's a common sense, as sir was saying about a vendor who shifted from a normal sales to vegetable. It's all about join the hands. We might be something better in the past, but today we should be the one who can create the future. If you know how to walk, it's not the point of walking all alone. Now it's time to join the hands and help 10 other people to walk with you. Now, who is going to do that is a question. I'm ready to do it. I have skills. I have knowledge, I should say. I have ideas. The only problem is I need a right team, and I need someone who can guide us to get that investments. Because I promise the people with whom I have been still working as a consultant and the kind of ideology what I have. Because it is going to create another 3 to 5 years of future for us. Only challenge is how is that we are going to do this. It's now the time to join hands. The reason why I'm meeting so many people on Zoom, the reason why I'm conducting so many sessions is not just that to show out my knowledge and say, yeah, I'm such an expert. No, I wanted to say that this is my idea. How can we work together as a team and then do it? I don't mind to say I neglect those people who are really not interested to work. I always carry a gentle smile even with them. But it's always important who are very serious, who really want to create a future, be with us. Brahmasri Garu, you raise the hand.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Madam.
The title of the session is very interesting because when we lack direction or goals or boredom also, it's a kind of boredom which we have entered all of a sudden. When we plan for our future, some kind of self-realization is coming. Like I did this, I have this knowledge, I can also move forward. Second thing is because of this pandemic, I want to thank you personally, and also even so many events are taking place. And earlier, maybe I did not have even the time to see or even think of doing this activity. So this is something very unique. I was also able to connect to many people from different professions. This is something which is amazing, and I felt that I can improve my skills. I need not feel so worried. Still, I can survive. Still, I can motivate others. But as far as paucity of funds or availability of some resources are concerned, maybe I have to be little conservative for the time being. God willing, we will come out of this pandemic, and every time when we think about future, that shows that we are optimistic. The title is very much soothing, and I really appreciate. And it is we who have to create the opportunities. Some are given to us, but the best part is we should know how to utilize them and advance in life. At any stage, this can happen at a very young age, late age, middle age, anything. Age is not the issue. Problems keep cropping up, but tackling, managing, or forcing ourselves to challenge those problems and come out of it or try and bear with it is something very good about human society. And I think definitely all of us will do a wonderful job in future. And we have the capacity. Only thing is we need to work, and we need not talk unnecessarily. That is something very nice. It's not essential to talk more. It is better to do
Yes.
something, get
Yes.
involved.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So it looks like only 30 seconds is remaining. If we really have something to seriously discuss, within 2 minutes, I will again reconnect the same Zoom session. If you think that we can have some more inputs, I'll come back after 3 minutes. I'll be looking forward to have you all. Right. So those who are all very seriously there to discuss about some inputs, I'm going to be back in 30 seconds once this get disconnected.